So, good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for today's webinar, Dr. Karan Shah. Dr. Shah is an accomplished medical professional who completed both his MBBS and MD in pharmacology from SMT NHL Municipal Medical College, where he achieved the prestigious first rank in his college and second rank in Gujarat University. Currently, he serves as an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacology at SMT NHL MMC. Beyond his teaching role, he holds several vital administrative positions, including member secretary of NHL Institutional Ethical Committee and nodal officer for NMC. Dr. Shah brings a wealth of specialized expertise to our session today, with a deep background in clinical pharmacology and therapeutics, antimicrobial stewardship, pharmacovigilance, drug safety, ethics committee proceedings, and regulatory submissions. His research and academic contributions have earned him international and national acclaim, including the S.C. Verma Prize for Best Paper from the Indian Pharmacological Society and a bursary from the British Pharmacological Society for his presentation at the World Congress of Basic and Clinical Pharmacology in Kyoto, Japan. With his extensive knowledge of recent advances in drug research and his experience in antimicrobial stewardship and prescription audit, we are privileged to have him lead today's sessions. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Karan Shah. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kritik, for the introduction. Let me share my screen first. Yeah, so please confirm whether it's visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible, and participants can write their questions during the sessions in the chat box. We'll cover them at the end of the session.
Okay, so first of all, good morning, everyone. I was told that a majority of you are residents, and some of you might be in a phase to choose whether you should be choosing pharmacology or some other branch. So today's session is about scopes of MD Pharmacology, mainly oriented towards the MD Pharmac residents, and of course for those who don't know exactly what is pharmacology. मुझे पता है जब मैंने फार्मेक लिया था तब मुझे भी बहुत सारे डाउट्स थे, क्योंकि फार्मेक जब हम यूजी में पढ़ते हैं तो वी ओनली नो फार्मेक as per EDT or ADR or 5-6 stable exercises which we do, और फार्मेक में क्या होता है तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम एकेडमिक्स में जा सकते हैं. सेम सिचुएशन मेरे साथ थी, बट ओवर द इयर्स मेरा एक्सपीरियंस और मैंने जो भी चीज़ सीखी है, आई ट्राई टू इम्बाइब द सेम इनटू यू, सो दैट अगर आप रेसिडेंट हो देन यू कैन बी अ डिफरेंट रेसिडेंट फ्रॉम the generic resident. So before starting the session, here is a photo which I would like to narrate. इसमें दो डॉक्टर्स हैं, दोनों रेसिडेंट्स हैं. बोथ आर सेकेंड ईयर रेसिडेंट्स. एक है डॉक्टर विक्रम, जिसने 3 साल पढ़ाई की, नीट में पहले 2 साल रैंक अच्छा नहीं आया, लेना उनको जनरल मेडिसिन था. थर्ड बार उनको लगा कि नहीं अभी मुझे ले लेना चाहिए, तो मैनेजमेंट कोटा में मिला, ले लिया. और अभी 36 घंटे की शिफ्ट खत्म करने के बाद थोड़ा टाइम मिला है तो कॉलेज कैंटीन में चाय और समोसा खाने आए. द अदर डॉक्टर इज डॉक्टर प्रिया, जिन्होंने पहले ही नीट के अटेम्प्ट में एमडी फार्मेक ले लिया. लेने के पीछे का मोटिव एक ही था कि 1 साल दूसरी मेहनत नहीं करनी है और दूसरी कोई ब्रांच नहीं मिल रही थी. सबसे अच्छी जो उनको मिली उसमें उन्होंने एमडी फार्मेक सिलेक्ट किया, और वो दोनों कन्वर्सेशन कर रहे हैं. तो डॉक्टर विक्रम बोल रहे हैं कि भाई आपका ठीक है, 9 से 5 आते हो, चाय समोसा खाते हो और घर चले जाते हो. हम ही लोग हैं कि जो पेशेंट को 24/7 देख रहे हैं. इस टाइप का कॉन्वर्सेशन आपके लाइफ में भी कभी होगा जब लोग आपकी प्रोफाइल पे नजर डालेंगे कि भाई ये ठीक है, आप तो यार 9 से 5 काम करते हो, हमें तो काम करना पड़ता है, हमारे स्टाइपेंड भी सेम होता है, पे स्केल भी सेम होता है. सो इसके बाद डॉक्टर प्रिया को ख्याल आया कि क्या मैंने सही ब्रांच चुनी. और आई एम श्योर कि जिसको एमडी फार्मेक के बारे में नहीं पता होता और ब्रांच ली है तो ये ख्याल आता ही है। और मेजॉरिटी आप में से लोग ऐसे होंगे कि जिनकी एमडी फार्मेक फर्स्ट चॉइस नहीं होगी, पर ड्यू टू XYZ रीजन एमडी फार्मेक लिया। सो बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस सेशन जो क्वेश्चन डॉक्टर प्रिया के मन में है या आपके मन में है, I'll try to clarify, I'll try to best possibly solve this query। 7 साल बाद ये दोनों लोगों की लाइफ हम देखते हैं। सेम दो डॉक्टर्स हैं, डॉक्टर विक्रम है, उन्होंने 25 बेडेड हॉस्पिटल खोली है, उसके लिए 1-2-4 करोड़ का लोन लिया है, EMI चल रही है। मेडिसिन है, ग्रोइंग प्रैक्टिस है, हॉस्पिटल में वो अकेले लीड डॉक्टर है तो वो कभी छुट्टी नहीं ले सकते। अगर रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगाएंगे अवर्स में तो पेशेंट दूसरी हॉस्पिटल में चला जाएगा, अगर पेशेंट दूसरी जगह जाएगा तो रेवेन्यू नहीं मिलेगा, रेवेन्यू नहीं मिलेगा तो EMI कौन भरेगा। तो उनका वही चल रहा है जो 7 साल पहले चल रहा था, लाइफ इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक रेसिडेंसी। और इधर है डॉक्टर प्रिया कि 7 साल बाद वो एक ग्लोबल फार्मा कंपनी में मेडिकल लीड का रोल कर रही है। सैटरडे संडे ऑफ होते हैं, जब उनको घूमने भी जाना है, छुट्टी भी लेनी है तो उसके पैसे भी कंपनी देती है। So yeah, this can be your future and it's not difficult to get this future. Small changes are required in your residency and that's why this talk is needed. Because MD Pharmac is largely a misunderstood branch. पूरी जिंदगी आज तक मैं लोगों को नहीं समझा पाया कि what is the difference between MD Pharmac or a pharmacologist and a pharmacist. I have no regrets about it, but yeah, you might be having the same situation after 5-10 years or rest of your life. So what is the difference between pharmacist and MD pharmacologist? Secondly, there is a lot of confusion about scope. लोगों को लगता है कि फार्मेसी वालों के साथ हम compete करेंगे तो हमें कौन नौकरी देगा। Why to pay more to a highly qualified professional जब low qualified professional से उनका काम चलता। थर्ड इज करियर एंजाइटी। आपकी रेसिडेंसी है बट आई एम श्योर कि आपको नहीं पता होगा कि आफ्टर 3 इयर्स आप कहाँ जाओगे, क्योंकि इतने सारे वर्टिकल्स हैं एट द सेम टाइम कौन से वर्टिकल में क्या करना वो एग्जैक्टली आइडिया नहीं। और इसका मेन रीजन है देयर इज नो स्ट्रक्चर्ड गाइडेंस। रेसिडेंसी जब हम करते हैं तब हम एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट में होते हैं, वहाँ पे जो भी प्रोफेसर्स होते हैं दे आर हैविंग अ वेरी गुड रिसर्च नॉलेज एंड अ साउंड नॉलेज, बट दे आर हैविंग लिमिटेड नॉलेज अबाउट इंडस्ट्री। सो जो लोग एकेडमिक्स में जाना चाहते हैं उनके लिए तो अच्छा नॉलेज मिल जाएगा, पर जो इंडस्ट्री में जाना चाहते हैं इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू गेट अ स्ट्रक्चर्ड गाइडेंस। इन माय परव्यू, जब मैं मानता हूं कि एमडी फार्मेक इन माय ओपिनियन और इन माय विजन वो क्या है, इट इज द कॉर्पोरेट डिग्री फॉर डॉक्टर्स। अगर डॉक्टर को एक कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ जीनी है तो देयर इज अ चांस, बिकॉज अभी की जो जनरेशन में देख रहा हूँ, अभी की जो बैच आ रही है यूजी में, बाय द टाइम दे रीच थर्ड फाइनल ऑलरेडी उनको वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ जाता है कि 4 साल पढ़ाई कर ली, इतने सारे रुपए भिगा लिए, अभी तो रेसिडेंसी करनी है, उसके पहले नीट करनी है, रेसिडेंसी के बाद सुपर स्पेशलिटी करनी है। और मेरा फ्रेंड है जो इंजीनियरिंग में IIT में लिया था, उसको तो 25 लाख का पैकेज मिल गया ऑलरेडी, वो तो काम चालू हो गया, 2 साल बाद वो US शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, डॉलर्स में कमाएगा। तो वो लोग जिनको ऐसी इनसिक्योरिटी है या जिनका ऐसा माइंडसेट है, देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दिस माइंडसेट, बिकॉज इंक्रीजिंग कंपटीशन, इंक्रीजिंग MBBS सीट्स is making it difficult for clinical branch to survive. So pharmac is a strategic engine behind every medicine on this planet. कोई भी ब्रांच आएगी जाएगी, मेडिसिन नहीं जाने वाली। ड्रग्स या मेडिसिन will be there always. It is the MBA lifestyle with an MD tag. आप हो गए MD बट आप कॉर्पोरेट MBA की या फिर आपके जो इंजीनियरिंग फ्रेंड है ऐसे लाइफस्टाइल आप जी पाओगे, शायद उससे भी अच्छी। There is a weekend miracle in medical field. जैसे मैंने बोला कि डॉक्टर विक्रम थे, उनको वीकेंड तो छोड़ो, वीक पे भी पूरी रात काम करना पड़ता है। इन फार्मेक यू कैन हैव प्रॉपर वीकेंड ऑफ जस्ट लाइक US, UK और एनी अदर अब्रॉड कंट्री। You can have a good weekend relaxation on Saturday and Sunday. And you won't be treating a patient. પછી આવજો ને લેક્ચર ચાલે છે, પછી આવજો સામે હા. So the corporate degree for doctors, and the weekend miracle I was talking about, which is not existing in any clinical branch, it exists in pharmacology. You won't be treating a single patient. Frankly, आप कोई भी patient को नहीं treat करोगे directly, but you will be impacting lives of so many patients. जब हम MD Pharmac लेते हैं और आप सबने लिया है, especially the first year या second year, तो आपको एक ही माइंड में थॉट आएगा कि चिल करना है रेसिडेंसी, which is not a bad thought. And the truth is, residency in pharmacology offers a better work-life balance. डॉक्टर विक्रम जैसा नहीं रहेगा, डॉक्टर प्रिया जैसा ही रहेगा. हार्डली आपको 5 के बाद कोई कॉल आएगा फॉर योर कॉलेज रिलेटेड थिंग, या 9 के पहले आएगा. बट इसको लोग गलत तरीके से ले लेते हैं और एक ट्रैप में फंस जाते हैं कि बैलेंस को एक आलसीपन में डाल देते हैं. So taking rest is completely okay, but stagnation is not okay, because आपको सपने देखने हैं कॉर्पोरेट लाइफस्टाइल के, बिजनेस क्लास ट्रैवल के, एक बड़े से पैकेज के, तो उसके लिए थोड़ी तो मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. और वो जो भी होगा हार्ड वर्क, दैट विल बी आउटसाइड ऑफ द नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट बुक्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ टेक्स्ट बुक का पढ़ोगे और वही आपको इम्प्लाई करेगा. अपस्किलिंग इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट रादर देन नॉलेज, as it is important in almost all the fields now. So it is your choice. You can chill whole day on your hostel room, binge eating and binge streaming Netflix shows, or you can become industry ready while at least you are in your college or institute. You just give some time every day and you can make it different for yourself. रेसिडेंसी क्यों? आपको लगेगा कि इतना सारा करना है तो रेसिडेंसी के बाद टाइम मिलेगा. अभी MBBS किया है, एंट्रेंस नीचे की तैयारी किया, तो 1-2 साल तो रेस्ट ले लूं. पर फ्रेंकली, बाय द टाइम यू एंड योर रेसिडेंसी, यू विल बी रीचिंग इन योर लेट 20s. अगर आपकी शादी नहीं हुई होगी तो घर पे से वो प्रेशर आएगा कि अभी शादी करनी है, नौकरी ढूंढनी है, नौकरी कहाँ मिलेगी, उस हिसाब से आपको नया घर लेना होगा. एंड देयर आर n नंबर ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज विच माइट बी देयर. जबकि रेसिडेंसी इज द ओनली टाइम कि जिसमें आपके पास फ्री टाइम भी होगा और आपके पास मेंटरशिप भी होगी, गाइडेंस होगा, इंस्टीट्यूशनल एक्सेस होगा. अगर आपको कोई ब्रांच में जाना है, अगर कोई वर्टिकल में जाना है, आप अपने मेंटोर को, पीजी गाइड को बोल सकते हो, दूसरे कोई टीचर को बोल सकते हो. अगर उनका कोई स्टूडेंट कोई कॉर्पोरेट में है, आप उनसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हो एंड you can upskill yourself. So residency is the best time. Don't waste your residency. The first and foremost thing I want you people to do today itself, कि आप LinkedIn और ResearchGate दोनों पे एक अकाउंट बनाओ. LinkedIन पे अकाउंट कई सारे लोगों का होगा, बिकॉज कई सारे फोन में बाय डिफॉल्ट इट्स एन इंस्टॉल्ड एप्लीकेशन और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की ही है ऐप, तो इट माइट बी देयर. पर उसका सही तरीके से यूज क्लिनिकल डॉक्टर को नहीं करना है, बट एज एन MD फार्माकोलॉजिस्ट आपको करना है. सो आप लिंक्डइन पे एक अच्छा अकाउंट बनाइए, अच्छी प्रोफाइल बनाइए. यू पुट अ प्रोफेशनल फोटो इन इट. यू पुट all your degrees, experiences, or your, where are you working currently, what are your roles. और LinkedIn is a social media for corporates. उसमें connections बनते हैं. जैसे in other platforms you follow each other or you make friends, here you make connections. So आप देखिए, आप सर्फ कीजिए कि कौन कौन सी ऐसी प्रोफाइल्स है जो MD फार्मा किए हुए है, जो आपको जहां जाना है, मे बी इन मेडिकल अफेयर्स और एनी अदर वर्टिकल्स, उसमें प्लेस्ड है. यू फॉलो ईच अदर, यू कनेक्ट विथ ईच अदर. वो लोग कुछ ना कुछ पोस्ट करते रहेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि कंपनीज में क्या होता है, कॉर्पोरेट में क्या चलता है. आपको फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर में ये लिंक्डइन काम नहीं आएगा, पर थर्ड ईयर में, बाय द टाइम यू आर रेडी टू कंप्लीट योर डिग्री, you will get a job offer letter before your results are out if you have a strong LinkedIn profile, and that is guaranteed. So make LinkedIn account. That is the first thing you should do as a resident. Secondly, make a ResearchGate account. ResearchGate शायद सबको पता हो ना पता हो, I don't know, but ResearchGate also makes you ready for future, especially if you are aiming for academics. और क्लिनिकल रिसर्च फील्ड। जब क्लिनिकल रिसर्च बोलता हूँ तो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स एंड अलाइड फील्ड आ जाती है। सो रिसर्च गेट इज अ सोशल मीडिया फॉर रिसर्चर्स। सेम थिंग, अगर आप डेजर्टेशन भी अपना कर रहे हो, आप उसमें डालिए कि आप कौन से प्रोजेक्ट पे वर्क कर रहे हो। यू कैन कोलैबोरेट विद अदर रेसिडेंट्स जो सेम प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हो और रिसर्च गेट पे है। आप गाइडेंस ले सकते हो किसी से, अगर आपको स्टैटिस्टिक्स नहीं आता आप किसी स्टैटिस्टिशियन की हेल्प ले सकते हो। सो इट विल बी गुड फॉर यू टू क्रिएट अ रिसर्च कनेक्शंस। आपको ये काम कब आएगा? मेनली जब you want to publish your paper and you want 3 or 4 articles which are not free. If you want to publish your paper in a good journal, the reputed journals, they ask about access credentials also. You cannot just take some pirated website and get all the papers and use it in your article. So on ResearchGate, you can connect with that author. You request the author that I am doing this particular research and I want full study of the article, which is paid. Kindly provide me the full study access. And majority of the time, if you are, requesting on ResearchGate, you will definitely get it. So these two things you need to do today. Coming to the giants. ये चीज ऐसी थी जो मैंने खुद ढूंढी थी, बिकॉज आई वॉज ऑलवेज अ पर्सन की जिसको कुछ नया ढूंढना अच्छा लगता था। आई वॉज अवेयर अबाउट इंडियन फार्माकोलॉजिकल सोसाइटी। आई एम श्योर कि अगर आप फर्स्ट ईयर में हो तो आपको नहीं पता होगा, तो बाय द टाइम यू रीच सेकंड ईयर और कोई आईपीएस की नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस आएगी आपको पता चल जाएगा, क्योंकि जनरली हम इसलिए कराते हैं इसको कि कॉन्फ्रेंस में उसका जो चार्ज होता है दैट इज डिफरेंट, द फीस आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम नॉन मेंबर्स एंड मेंबर्स। बट इंडियन फार्माकोलॉजिकल सोसाइटी के अलावा भी वर्ल्ड में बहुत रेप्यूटेड फार्माकोलॉजिकल सोसाइटीज है जिसके बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स है। इफ यू आर अ मेंबर यू कैन गेट सो मेनी बेनिफिट्स। फर्स्ट इज IUFAR. IUFAR is like the whole umbrella of all the societies. वर्ल्ड सोसाइटी ऑफ फार्माकोलॉजी आप बोल सकते हैं उसको, दैट इज इंटरनेशनल यूनियन ऑफ बेसिक एंड क्लिनिकल फार्माकोलॉजी। उस पे आप फ्री मेंबर बन सकते हो। एज पर माई नॉलेज यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनीथिंग। They also have good trainings, good webinars, lectures होते हैं, resources होते हैं। Second is British Pharmacological Society. In my introductory part, Dr. Krutik said that I got bursary of British Pharmacological Society. So yeah, it's not like that you get bursary from Indian Pharmacological Society or Indian government. If you are a good researcher, which you can definitely become in your residency, your research will be valued from any of these society and you will get a good funding to go and present your research anywhere in the world. The last one is SPET, which is American Society of Pharmacology and Experimental Therapeutics. That is kind of a pharmacological society of US. Getting memberships of all these, yearly cost will be less than what you spend for your Zomato Swiggy orders. So yeah, you must become member because you never know कब आपको ये help कर जाए, and you will get some insights जो शायद आपको कभी नहीं मिलेगी लाइफ में, जो इस प्लेटफॉर्म से मिलती है। And they do have this early career discount. So if you are a student, your membership is very less as compared to the full-fledged degreed person. अभी जब हम फार्मेक करते हैं तो एक टेंडेंसी होती है कि हम कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करेंगे। कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करने की टेंडेंसी कभी नहीं होती। टेंडेंसी ये होती है कि अगर कॉन्फ्रेंस चंडीगढ़ में है तो हम शिमला मनाली घूम के आएंगे। सो दैट इज नॉट अ राइट माइंडसेट। शिमला मनाली घूमना इज अ राइट माइंडसेट। यू कैन ऑलवेज गो इन योर रेसिडेंसी बिकॉज वी आर नॉट रिलेटेड टू no patient is going to be harmed if you are not there. But combining with conference is not right. Instead, invest your time in workshops. There is a huge difference between conference and workshop. Conference is mainly a one-way communication, जहाँ पे आपको सुनना है, आपको पता चला नहीं चला वो आप घर आके सोचोगे। But in workshop mainly you develop a new skill. आपको कुछ नया पता चलेगा, आपको कुछ नया करने को मिलेगा। Majority of workshops are hands-on, so you will also get exercise and you will do that exercise. As per my experience, these are the 5 domains in which you should find good workshops which are happening in our country or even abroad, and you should attend as per your choice. First is clinical pharmacology, second clinical trials, third is PDM or therapeutic drug monitoring, fourth is pharmacogenomics, and fifth is career oriented programs. Now this career oriented programs mainly means ऐसे workshops के जो आपको industry ready बनाती है. When I was in my residency, I attended almost 17 to 18 workshops, जिसमें से क्लिनिकल फार्माकोलॉजी और पीके-पीडी की पीजीआई चंडीगढ़ में होती है और आज की तारीख पे होती है, एंड इट्स अ वेरी गुड वर्कशॉप. आई थिंक अ वीक लॉन्ग प्रोग्राम, एंड यू गेट अ गुड एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ पीके-पीडी एंड क्लिनिकल फार्माकोलॉजी. सेकेंडली क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स की जो वर्कशॉप होती है वो एसआरएम चेन्नई में होती है, सीएमसी वेलोर में होती है. यू कैन गो एनीवेयर. जीसीपी ट्रेनिंग आपके लिए कंपलसरी हो गई है. इफ यू आर रेसिडेंट एज पर एनएमसी, इट्स मैंडेटरी, जो आपकी ही इंस्टीट्यूट में होगी. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, इफ यू आर अ रेसिडेंट इन फार्माकोलॉजी, डू अ गुड जीसीपी डिटेल्ड वर्कशॉप वाया एनी ऑफ द फार्मा जायंट्स. वो लोग ऑनलाइन भी करते रहते हैं. अगर आपकी एफिलिएटेड हॉस्पिटल होगी तो उसमें भी चलती रहती होगी. Therapeutic drug monitoring, I attended at CMC Vellore. It was a very good conference, especially to learn something new and to connect with people. Pharmacovigilance and ethics. For ethics, ICMR is having, so many workshops to make you ethically compliant. And pharmacovigilance mein PVPI, Pharmacovigilance Program of India, they conduct trainings at CPC Ghaziabad, or in medical colleges also, you can have a 1 or 2 day session on pharmacovigilance workshop. Last, career-oriented programs. Path to Pharma is one such unique workshop which happens, I think, around August every year, maybe once in 2 years. कि जिसमें एक group of like-minded corporate people are there कि जिन्होंने MD Pharma किया है, and they are placed at different companies and they are giving you real life exposure of corporate practices. So as per your interest and your time availability, you can at least have 1 or 2 of these domain and get exposed to the domain. तो आपको पता चलेगा कि exactly क्या होता है. So this is my picture at WCP 2018 Kyoto. As Dr. Krutik said, that I had a chance to present my paper at Kyoto in World Congress of Pharmacology. Now this is World Cup for Pharmacology, but the thing is residents को पता नहीं है कि ऐसी एक conference होती है. ये हर 4 साल में एक ही बार होती है. So you are lucky enough if it is happening in your residency tenure, because it might not come in your residency, जो कि 3 साल की होती है. So when I joined MD Pharmac, I had a vision that I want to aim for WCP Kyoto. And if you are attending any conference, make sure that you are presenting something. सिर्फ conference attend करना, I personally think कि उससे आपको कुछ gain नहीं हो. So I had a chance to present my paper in Kyoto, and the whole funding was taken care by British Pharmacological Society because they value my research. So yeah, international exposure can also be done in your residency. I remember that I was one of the 3 MD Pharmacology residents who were from Kolkata, and me. Only 3 residents were there in this conference, even for attending. Now here is a myth which I talked earlier, that are we competitors? We means MD Pharmac versus MPharm PhD. The straightforward answer is no, we are not competitors. Why? Because MPharm PhD जिसने किया है उसको ड्रग बनानी आती है, इन्वेंट करनी आती है, पर वो बनी हुई ड्रग मार्केट में आएगी या नहीं आएगी, वो एक MD Pharmac के नॉलेज और एक्सपर्टीज से ही पॉसिबल होगा. So they are the experts in product, and we are the experts in patient safety, ethics, clinical judgment, etc. So we don't compete each other. कोई भी आप जॉब में जाओगे in corporate, you'll be having a team and 1 or 2 members of the team will be MPharm or BPharm or MPharm PhD. But they will complement your role. They will, वो आपका एक बेस बनाएंगे जिस पे आप वर्क कर पाओ. So this is a myth. ऐसा नहीं है कि सस्ते में अगर दूसरी क्वालिफिकेशन मिल जाए तो MD Pharmac को हटाया जा सकता है. That is not true. Coming to the core thing, a fantastic four of pharmacology. These are the four broad headers which you can bifurcate into scopes of pharmacology. Coming to the first is pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance का आपको पता होगा because UG में भी हम ADR form भरते थे, तो you know what is pharmacovigilance. Mainly deals with the side effects of drug. So you are the Sherlock Holmes of medicine. आपको cases handle करने हैं कि whether this is because of the drug or not because of the drug, and you will be the person to make big safety changes, big regulatory, warnings if you are doing this. First is causality assessment that we already talked about. Second is signal detection. If some drug is there, but some rare side effect is there, and globally, before reaching an epidemic, just like Focomelia disaster, you will be the person as a drug safety physician. Drug safety physician will be the designation you will be getting before it becomes signal. What will be the lifestyle if you choose pharmacovigilance as a branch? It is a pure desk-based job. You will be working on laptop. Highly structured job, excellent work-life balance. You can have permanent work from home profile as well. There is a huge demand in India because India is a hub for pharmacovigilance. Why should you be choosing this? If you are analytical, you are good with computer, you love working in front of computer, you love logic, and want a peaceful, high-paying desk with zero travel stress. There won't be any traveling if you are doing pharmacovigilance. And the cherry on the top would be weekends are always free for you till life. If we are talking about package, generally the pharmacovigilance package starts around 15 to 18 lakhs depending on the city you are applying, and it may reach to 25 to 30 lakhs as a fresher depending on the city. But here I want you to remember that you don't just see the numbers while choosing your job. Reason being, if you are living in Ahmedabad, which is my home city, versus Mumbai, the cost of living is different, and there is a huge difference. So sometimes just a change in number might not be able to, save you more money than the lesser paying job. So make sure that you see the numbers properly, check and then accept. The second is medical affairs, in which you will be the diplomat. You will be the scientific face of the company. You will be meeting key opinion leaders like top-notch gastroenterologist, endocrinologist, cardiologist, as an equal peer to discuss new therapies. You help marketing teams to understand the science so they don't make false claims. जो मेडिकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स आते हैं डॉक्टर को एक एक चीज दिखाने के लिए, उसका मटेरियल आप रेडी करोगे, उसको आप ट्रेन करोगे कि क्या बोलना है, क्या नहीं बोलना है. The lifestyle you'll be having is a roaming lifestyle, high on travel. After a certain point of time, you'll be traveling in business class and you'll be living in 5-star hotels, all expense paid by the company. High networking. आप ऐसे 15 डॉक्टर को जानते होंगे जिसकी 2-3 महीने तक अपॉइंटमेंट नहीं मिलती, पर आप आधी रात को उनको कॉल कर सकते हो. So this will be the kind of job. Why you should choose this? If you love talking to people, you love traveling, and you are being socially active, this is for you. Pro tip here is, this particular field is having highest amount of packages. Even for starters, they can give 25 to 30 lakhs. But it comes at a cost because you will be traveling. And that is the reason that after a certain point of time, attrition rate is very high. Attrition means people leaving this kind of job. So yeah, it comes at a cost. Third is clinical research. You will be the architect of clinical trials. You'll be writing the protocols, the study protocol, the rule book for the trials. You'll be monitoring all the trials. If you are in a company and the company is doing trials across 10 different sites, you will be handling queries of the doctors that what should be done, can I include this patient in the trial, yes, no, etc. The lifestyle will be mixed, office plus field-based. When you are making a protocol, you will be at your office, but when you are visiting the sites and hospitals, you will be definitely roaming across the different sites. You can choose this if you are detail oriented, you love processes, and want to be on the cutting edge of new drug years before they hit the market. लोग जब बात करेंगे कि ये अभी नई ड्रग आए हैं, शायद आपको 5 साल पहले से पता होगा कि ये आने वाले हैं. Last but not the least, because of which I am here and I am giving you this talk, academics or the foundation of the subject, mainly oriented towards research and teaching. You will be shaping the next generation of doctors, MBBS as well as MD. You will be having a role in ethics committees. If your job is a government job, then you will definitely have some government perks, pension, and immense societal respect. अगर आपको कोई चौराहे पे ट्रैफिक पुलिस पकड़ती है तो आपको सिर्फ उतना ही बोलना है कि मैं यहाँ जॉब कर रहा हूँ. That is the kind of respect you get from technically all the people. For those who are working in private medical colleges, they have a scope to have their own private practice. If they are, very much into it, they can have the evening clinic or something, and they can do general practice just to satisfy their souls. You can choose this if you love teaching, you want job security, and prefer staying in one city with a predictable routine. So there won't be any new excitement or challenges, but definitely it is up to you how you want to build your life in academics. So why many residents struggle? And this is true. Even after passing, residents come and meet me that sir, pata nahi chala ab kya karu. That is because they are not exposed to anything. They have done chilling only in their residencies. They have learned from KD Tripathi or some other book, and they haven't built any extra skills. They haven't done any networking, no exposure mindset. So for you, the action plan looks like this. In year 1, you know the basics. Basics means you are part of some tutorials, you are part of some practical teaching. So those are the basics, academic basics you should learn. Start your LinkedIn profile, building your LinkedIn profile and ResearchGate profile. Start ADR reporting. You must be having an ADR center. So take an active role in it so that you are well versed with the pharmacovigilance part. Take all the memberships. In year 2, aim for 1 or 2 major workshops of your liking and your convenient. At least aim for 1 publication, because I know the new NMC rules do not mandate you to publish. You can either present a poster or publish a paper, but being a pharmacologist, you are a researcher and you should publish 1 article at least before leaving the residency. You have good networking, be part of WhatsApp groups, ask questions on LinkedIn, attend webinars, meet people. Year 3 is the final year. You can put a nail in the coffin. You fine tune your CV, whatever is remaining. If you have time, you can complete it. Once you are done with your exam, even before the results are out, you can hunt for job, either corporate or academics. You can apply for SRship. You can post on LinkedIn that you are available for recruitment. And this is how you will be a different pharmacologist from others. So coming to the World Cup of our field, the World Cup is happening this year in Australia. I just checked yesterday their website that there is still time to submit an abstract. I think it's till 19th of February. You have time. You can do a good research in 15 or 20 days and submit it, and you never know that you might be the next resident who will present in WCP. That was it from my end, and the session is now open for Q&A.
So thank you so much, sir, for your guidance. I'll guide the participants to raise their hands and we'll cover the Q&A in sequence.
The PPT will be shared, don't worry.
the participants should be raising hands so that we can unmute them to ask their questions.
So, Dr. Pratik, we can have questions. I think there is
Yes,
one.
sir.
Yeah. Dr. Shrutika Kumawat has raised.
Yeah, she can unmute herself now,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, she can.
My name is Dr. Kumar. I'm based from Surat. I'm doing my residency in Municipal College, Maharashtra, and I'm third year.
Okay. I think. Yeah. I think the voice is not clear.
Her voice is breaking.
Hello.
I guess that was. Hi, Shrutika, can you just
Sure.
reframe
Just
your
a
connection or something like that?
Hello.
Sir, till then we can cover the questions in the chat box.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm audible.
Yes, Shrutika, actually you are audible, but your voice is breaking in between the sessions.
No issues. She can write her question and we'll
Yeah.
cover it. Before that, we can move to the other question.
Yeah,
Of
so
Dr.
they are asking about the business opportunities after MD and a job profile for pharma company and how to prepare for it during residency.
Yeah. So first is please guide about business opportunity after MD. Frankly, the opportunities are same for everyone, just like even without MD. If you are MD in pharmacology, definitely you have an edge towards some knowledge. Like if you want to establish a pharma company, you know the technicalities and you know the regulatory parts better than others. But frankly, MD Pharmac per se does not give any specific type of business opportunity. It is just like everyone else. So that is your first question's answer. That if you are an MD Pharmac, you can do any business. You can run a restaurant. You can, open any company in any field. There is no difference in that particular segment. What is the job profile for pharma company and how to prepare for it during residency? So as I told you, for us, हमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि फार्मा कंपनी में जॉब लेनी है. Our vision is restricted to that. But the job is broadly divided into three categories, which I told you in the webinar itself. आपको अपनी रेसिडेंसी में पहले से नहीं पता होगा कि आप कौन सी वर्टिकल में जाने वाले हैं. सो यू हैव टू ऑप्शंस. या तो आप सभी वर्टिकल के बारे में चेक करो, जो 3 वर्टिकल्स मैंने बोले हैं. आप लिंक्डइन पे जाओ, अपनी प्रोफाइल बनाओ, ये वर्टिकल जो है उसका नाम लिखो, उसमें जितने भी लोग हैं, डॉक्टर्स है, यू कैन कनेक्ट विद देम. उनको उनका कोई फ्री टाइम दो और उनसे पूछो कि सर आप जो करते हैं, आपने कहाँ से एमडी फार्मिंग किया है और आपने मतलब व्हाट डू यू डू एंड वेदर इट इज गुड फॉर मी और नॉट. सो सम बेसिक्स आर देयर. इफ यू आर वेरी एक्सट्रोवर्ट and you love roaming, then pharmacovigilance is not for you. If you love seeing patients, then clinical trial is good for you because you will be indirectly seeing patients. And if you are that kind of person कि मेरा engineering वाला जो दोस्त है वो IIT करके चला गया, then pharmacovigilance is for you. Mainly ये 3 पार्ट में हम उसको कर सकते हैं. Dr. Yash Modi has asked that is there any added benefit of defined role of pursuing MBA after MD Pharmacology? I had thought of this same thing when I joined MD Pharmac कि MBA अगर हम करते हैं तो उसका कोई additional advantage है? The answer is yes and no both. Yes, if the MBA is full-time and from a recognized university, वो हम कर नहीं पाएंगे during our residency. हम करेंगे एमबीए वो वाला जो आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगा, थोड़ा सस्ता पड़ेगा, अपने टाइम पे हो जाएगा और एक सर्टिफिकेट आ जाएगा. तो वो सबको पता है, इवन द कंपनीज नो कि ये एमबीए कहाँ से किया है तो उसकी वैल्यू क्या है. सो या इट इज हैविंग एन एडेड बेनिफिट इफ यू डू इट after your residency, and a full-time from a good institute with the entrance exam cracked. Export import of pharma products starting like a product, nutraceutical and generic medicine. Again, the same business you can do, but your MD Pharmac role and MD Pharmac knowledge का आपको इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प नहीं होगा. कोई भी बंदा ये कर सकता है. उसके लिए MD Pharmac होना. Yeah.
So please continue. I muted the.
Yeah, I think when the chat box, उसके questions over होगा. हाँ. What can I add for my LinkedIn account for first year pharmacology? You don't have to add anything. I mean, you just write that you are a first year resident of pharmacology in XYZ Medical College and start searching for people जिसके साथ आप connect कर सकते हैं. Can you please share a few more details about medical affairs? So medical affairs, pharmac का जो role रहेगा, that will be mainly as a medical advisor. और medical advisor role है जो मैंने बताया उस हिसाब से. आप कोई भी एक कंपनी पकड़ लो, फॉर एग्जांपल सनोफी एक कंपनी है, उसका एक डायबिटीज का डिवीजन है, उसमें मेडिकल एडवाइजर की जॉब की रिक्वायरमेंट है और आफ्टर फार्मेक यू आर हैविंग दैट जॉब. तो सनोफी के डायबिटीज में जितने भी ड्रग्स होंगे या फिर नए ड्रग्स आने वाले होंगे, उनका साइंटिफिक नॉलेज आपको देना पड़ेगा. किसको? इधर टीम को जो नए ड्रग पे वर्क करी होगी, या फिर डॉक्टर को. जैसे कि कोई फेमस डायबिटोलॉजिस्ट है दिल्ली में, एम्स में, आप उनको मिलने जाओगे, आप उनको पूछोगे कि डायबिटीज में अभी आप क्या प्रिस्क्राइब कर रहे हो, आपको क्या लगता है कि व्हाट इज द गैप. यू विल बी टेकिंग ओपिनियंस फ्रॉम द डॉक्टर्स हु मैटर और आप अपना साइंटिफिक इनपुट कंपनी को दोगे सो दैट कंपनी आगे बढ़ पाए आराम से. नाउ मेडिकल अफेयर्स में मेडिको मार्केटिंग और मेडिकल एडवाइजर ये दो अलग चीज है. मेडिको मार्केटिंग का मतलब ये होता है कि दैट इज अ सेल्स ड्रिवन जॉब और मेडिकल एडवाइजर का मतलब है कि वो साइंटिफिक जॉब. बट द फैक्ट इज, अगर आप इंडिया में हो और मेडिकल अफेयर्स में मेडिकल एडवाइजर बन रहे हो, आप पे सेल्स का प्रेशर थोड़ा बहुत रहेगा इफ यू आर इन एन इंडियन एमएनसी. अगर आप प्योर ग्लोबल कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो इंडिया में, जैसे कि जॉनसन हो गया, या दे हैव अ वेरी वेल डिफाइंड रोल फॉर मेडिकल एडवाइजर, वो आपको नहीं पूछेंगे कि सेल क्यों नहीं बढ़ रहा है या फिर ये ड्रग क्यों नहीं चल रही. बट इफ यू आर इन एन इंडियन कंपनी, डेफिनेटली यू माइट गेट दैट पार्ट एज वेल. कैन वी ज्वाइन एस SR or AP along with being a medical advisor or SR AP along with medical advisor job? Now, legally, no, you cannot join. But it is up to you. If you want to take risk, it is your call, but you cannot do this. But there are some medical colleges which promote this kind of things that go on paper, but that is not right thing. So no, I won't advise in support of that. I want to know about scopes 3 to 4 years after today, whether increasing or what. I can say it certainly, Dr. Joshi, that the scopes won't be diminishing. I am not saying at least for next 10 years, भले ही MD Pharma की सभी सीट्स भर गई हो, जो भी है, पर 10 साल तक तो सैचुरेशन मैं नहीं देख रहा हूँ. और अगर रेगुलेटरी चेंजेस आते हैं कोई, तो we might have a better demand than today. So yeah, scopes are bright for next 10 years. 10 साल के बाद का मुझे नहीं पता. Yeah. Shrutika, you can try speaking by MD.
Thank you. Good morning. I am a European resident in Medical College, Goa, Maharashtra. Am I like auditor?
I think the same problem is still there. You can write your question here.
At least I want to add plan and draft do paper presentation in conference you mentioned. It is for of the clinical pharmacology is going to be in Australia.
Unfortunately,
we can't frame the question, Shrutika, even after starting the captions on. So it would be advisable if you could write the question.
Dr. Vishnu wants to ask that is there any other course we need to do if we want to pursue medical affairs? No, you don't need any other course. MD Pharmac is sufficient for the same, but you can upskill. And by meaning upskilling, there are certain platforms like Coursera and Skillshare. You can become a premium member on that, and you can develop skill, the skills which are useful for corporates. बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो मैटर करती है. आप जब सेमिनार देते हो तो आप देखते नहीं हो कि कितनी स्लाइड है, कौन सी फॉन्ट स्टाइल है, कौन सा बैकग्राउंड है. दिस ऑल मैटर्स व्हेन यू आर इन इंडस्ट्री. So start working on preparing a perfect PowerPoint presentation in your seminar. Start replying the mails professionally. ये सारी चीज ऐसी है जिसका कोई कोर्स नहीं होगा. Definitely Coursera या Skillshare पर उसके 1-2 घंटे के वीडियोस होंगे. You can use YouTube also. तो वो सब स्किल्स पे आप काम करो तो आप इंडस्ट्री रेडी रहोगे. आपको इंडस्ट्री में एब्जॉर्ब होने में बहुत कम टाइम लगेगा. You don't need any extra course. Which are the main source of MD Pharmacology I go through during my residency? I am not sure कि ये क्वेश्चन आप क्या पूछना चाह रहे हो, तो आप थोड़ा क्लैरिफाई कर सकते हो मिस्टर धू. Main source in terms of, I mean, reading source, or not sure about the question. Okay, reading source. So yeah, it is a very personal choice. I'm not, I do not want to harm anyone's reputation, but yeah, I haven't learned from the typical textbooks we use for pharmacology. Rather, I have always learned from available resources online, from review articles, because review articles are the one, those are updated for recent advances as well. So my majority reading was online, only from published articles, not Google, not AI. AI was not there at that time. But yeah, you can use Perplexity. It's an AI application. And I mean, you can have some references from there. I'm not sure whether you are reading the whole pharmacology these days or only the IMPs. If you are reading only IMPs, then definitely read it from the review articles. And for fundamentals or for foundation, you should be having a complete understanding of pharmacology. I personally read from Lippincott. It's a very small book, but yeah, the fundamentals are very clear and it will help you to clear the concepts. After MD, any opportunity of diploma in rheumatology and diploma in immunology? I heard that after MD, these diploma courses are also available.
Yes, sir. There was this tangent and vertical, like what are the courses which could be done post MD, not just rheumatology. And so
Yeah,
please guide us
so
on that.
coming to that, till few years back, NMC was having a list of qualification after which you can do DM. So at my time, I think endocrinology में DM हो सकता था after MD Pharmac. But now they have streamlined. MD Pharmac के बाद आप genetics कर सकते हो DM में, और DM clinical pharmacology itself is a DM subject. As far as these diplomas are concerned, आप जो मेडवर्सिटी करके एक है या फिर टेक्सास एमडी है, उनके कोर्सेज चलते हैं. Those are not especially after MD Pharmac, those are after MBBS or any MD. तो अगर आप MD Pharmac के बाद स्पेसिफिक कोई कोर्स करना चाहते हो तो नहीं, ऐसा कोई कोर्स नहीं है एक्सेप्ट फॉर DM जेनेटिक्स एंड DM क्लिनिकल Pharmac, और मे बी कोई नया नोटिफिकेशन LMC का आएगा तो वो चेंज होगा. क्लिनिकल कोर्सेज आफ्टर बीइंग MBBS आप कर सकते हो, जैसे IDCCM करके एक है वो कर सकते हो, बहुत सारे लोग करते हैं. सो कोर्सेज आप कर सकते हो. डिप्लोमा या डिग्री आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट एज ऑफ नाउ आई थिंक ओनली DM कैन बी डन इन 2 fields.
Sir, Shrutika has asked her question and it says she was planning to present her thesis topic as a paper in...
Okay, she was planning to present her thesis topic. I want to ask Sutika, you are a resident currently? I mean, you are a resident or SR?
Yes, sir. She is a resident.
So, as per my knowledge, you cannot publish your dissertation. I mean, you cannot present or publish your dissertation before your residency completes. That is what my knowledge is saying. What you can do, you can have an interim analysis or some other extracts of your dissertation, change the title, change the parameters you are using for dissertation, and present only a part of dissertation. Then I think there won't be any issue academically or legally, because we were not allowed to publish our paper or present our paper before the residency is complete. So that one thing you need to check. Secondly, if you are a member of BSP, you go to BSP's website, and what I can do is, Dr. Krutik, you can share her mail ID or her number, and I can guide her, because this is a personal question. So I try to
Sure,
guide
sure, sir.
her things. Yeah.
We'll share your contacts with her personally.
So what difference can be added by doing DM clinical pharmacology? A good question. Unfortunately, the answer is not that great. There is no much difference if you are going into corporate, because in corporate world they value your degree definitely, but the thing is you will be wasting 3 or 4 years if you are going into corporate, and you won't be able to match the pay scale ever. That is what I have heard, because nowadays very less people are doing DM. Definitely, knowledge wise you will be excellent, बट इन कॉर्पोरेट नॉलेज इतना काम नहीं करता. आप क्या काम कर रहे हो, आप कितना मैनेजरियल रोल है आपका, तो ग्रोथ आपके सेल्फ वर्क पे डिपेंड करता है. डीएम उसमें बहुत ज्यादा ऐड नहीं कर पाएगा. दैट इज माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सो आई हैव नॉट डन डीएम बिकॉज आई थॉट दैट it won't be of any use if I am going into corporate.
And
Yeah.
also, sir, I
Yeah.
would like to add to this. I personally met two of the DM candidates from one of the reputed institutes, and they also told me the same. Apart from the fact that if you want to pursue clinical trials as your career, then only you can have exponential potential as a DM degree. Rest all
Yeah.
stays the same for every one of us.
And even that also is not guaranteed. I
Definitely,
mean,
definitely.
yeah. So, Dr. Signesh, during residency, online MBA in college like Symbiosis and Manipal benefited in career. Yeah, you can try, but online won't be having same effect as of offline, even if it is Symbiosis or Manipal, because people know that it's easy to get online is doable. So I don't think there won't be any. I mean, I don't think there will be any difference in your resume. If I want to pursue PhD in India and abroad, if you want to pursue PhD, definitely you should pursue abroad, not in India, because doing PhD after MD in India doesn't make any sense. In Chicago, there is an opportunity for this particular PhD, and you can pursue amongst various parts of the world, especially in USA. The PhD is good after MD Pharmac, and you can connect over LinkedIn to, I mean, with similar profiles, and you can get your answer properly. But India, no. Abroad, yes. Industry, MBA after residency, uh, I again doubt, because in industry they actually count your experience, and if you are doing any course, those years are debited from your total experience. So not sure, but in my opinion, it doesn't. Yeah, opportunities you will get more, but in terms of monetary growth, you will be 3 years behind with your peer. I mean, from your peers.
Okay, everyone. I guess sir has covered every possible vertical for the questions. If there's anyone would want to ask, please may. Also, we'll be uploading the webinar on YouTube within 2 to 3 days, and we'll also be sharing the details of the faculties join. I hope each of your doubts were covered and the verticals were explored properly.
If any doubt is there, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, and you can post your queries. I'll try to respond to the same.
So thank you so much, sir.
No, I thank all the participants who took time and came to, join this webinar. I'm sure that this will help you in one way or the other to define your residency. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for having us all here. And thank you so much, participants, for your patience and timely hearing. We also thank our HOD, Dr. Anupama Desai,
Thank
and
you so much.
founder and AP, Dr. Arvind Singh Panwar of SMIMER Medical College for having us all here on this wonderful platform where we continuously spread knowledge on the field of MD Pharmacology and the tangents we can explore. So stay tuned. We'll host our next webinar very soon. Thank you so much, sir.
So much.